Welcome to DataViz Daily. I'm Kevin McGinley, and we're going to dig a little bit deeper into the spatial features of Oracle Data Visualization. And what you see here is a map that I generated by county. So this is looking at counties around Los Angeles County and the count of businesses that reside there. And so just to kind of drill into how we did this, because this is, a pretty simple map to generate by most standards, but there was a little bit of work that I had to do to make this to happen. So first of all, when you go into the map properties, the one thing that you're going to notice if you're not just plotting latitude, longitude like I'm doing here, is that you need the right map layer to work with. Now, data visualization comes with quite a number of map layers, and you can see here I've got one called USA Counties. But one thing that's not clear with all of these map layers is what data do you need to feed into it to make the map work properly. So keep in mind we've got USA underscore counties here. So what I did is I actually just went to my Windows desktop and did a search on USA underscore counties. And when you do that for any of these map layers, you're going to come up with a couple things. First of all, you're going to come up with a JSON file. That represents all the data that generates the polygons or points for a given spatial object. The next thing you're going to find is a config.json file, which has all the details for how that particular layer works. So if you open up these files, what you're going to see here in the config file is there's this important column here, or piece of information in the JSON file, that kind of gives you the key for the file. This gives you what the file is expecting from a data perspective. And if you look at the actual JSON itself, you see this contains all of the sort of polygon information that you need to draw the shape. So this is great. So how do we use this within Data Visualization Desktop? Well, you can see I needed a county/state combination. And in my listing of active businesses, I actually don't have county information. So what did I do? Well, I got another file. I got a file of all the counties, zip codes, in California and their corresponding counties. And so what I was able to do from a data source perspective is actually join these two files together, and I could join them on zip code. Now, what I had to do though was, because the zip code in my listing of active businesses, if we come back to that, my zip code here, this was actually a 9-digit zip code. So what I had to do in the staging layer is create a 5-digit zip code. From there, I created a simple calculation that gives me, and I'll shrink this up so you can see it, that gives me the county-state combination. So if we edit this calculation, you can see I'm doing a simple string combination of the county name, and since I know these are all from the state of California, I can just append comma CA, since I figured out that this was a state abbreviation and that it needed, in the calculation. And so by plotting that calculation, I'm guaranteed that just in case any county names are repeated across anywhere else in the world, that they will go into the proper state. So that's kind of a walkthrough of how you can find out more information on the different map layers within DV Desktop, understand what data is required to pass into those map layers, and how you can manipulate your data to get the information that you need if you don't already have it in your original data set. Thanks for watching. We'll take a look at something else next time.